Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's YouTuber we will be talking about is Lou_KKI. I forgot how to spell it, but it will be corrected in the future. But it's not just Lou_KKI, but her so-called stepbrother as well. Recently, Lou_KKI's account was banned, and that's great and exciting news. But she made a second one, so that's bad news. And the only reason I included her stepbrother was because of the weird comments he was making on her videos and his reposts. I will show them. But it's also somewhat confusing because no one knows who to believe actually, because Lou_KKI says that this guy she collaborated with isn't her brother but still calls him brother, and this guy pisonkah, I think that's how you spell it, sorry, calls her his sister so much that we think they are siblings in some weird relationship. Also, he drew them in a game that is problematic because it has siblings who do weird stuff together. Yet, Lou_KKI is still problematic no matter what she does. And she does post on YouTube, but continues to mislead her viewers and subscribers. She told her subscriber that the drama that she is in isn't true, basically stating that it was all fake and that people just wanted to make problems. So let's also start talking about her stepbrother, pisonkah, now, and react to his content and some concerns I have with this weird content. BTW, if you noticed in the girl's comments, she noticed that he didn't put a pro-shipper warning, which is needed clearly. I'm also so sorry to fans of JJK, Dandy's World, and Forsaken fans for the next couple of videos we have to watch with your fandoms in it.
Now, I don't know, how can I live forever? I don't know, where can I find heaven? I don't know, what is going to happen? I don't know, why I'm in love now. I don't know.
The reason I have concerns with that video is because of the way he drew that Dandy's character and the massive circle in the middle of the character's private area that is moving. And there's reasons for this too, because I don't even know if the Dandy's World characters have ages, so I will search up this character's age. Basically, the two characters have different ages because depending on what season the character looks like is their age, and Yuji is 15 while Cosmo is 13 or older, which it still isn't okay. Yuji was technically born in 2003, around the timeline the JJK show is based on, so 2018 is while Yuji was 15 years old and Cosmo is still technically a minor, because I don't really know the exact age of her. And I'm not sure, but I believe he has a problem with drawing characters, specifically Forsaken, Dandy's World, and JJK characters huge and big in parts that shouldn't be big.
Do you love me? Do you need me?
I like 'em chunk it, chunk it, chunk it, chunk it, chunk it, chunk it, and bump it, bump it, bump it, bump it, bump it, bump it, chunk it, chunk it, chunk it, chunk it, chunk it, chunk it, and bump it, bump it, bump it, bump it. Make it jingle, 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 make it jingle.
Do you guys at least see what I mean? And I'm not hating because of their body, but I'm disgusted and annoyed because I am too chubby myself. But when you draw something like this, it gets overwhelming. And everyone, well, I believe everyone gets insecure about their bodies with being overweighted, and if you come to think of it, most of the characters he drew in some kind of style were male and either S3XUALIZER or just worse. And also, Lou_KKI made content with him, and when I mentioned it, I never showed it, I think.
Pull them knee high. A cup is just fine with only. Close your eyes, promise you will love it. Just relax tonight with Effie till I die. All these lollies call me. Rubbing on her thigh, she say wet for her. Shawty so kawaii and would die for her. Ride and watch hentai all the time with.
And oh, remember that Forsaken video we watched earlier? Well, this was the caption to it. What do you mean, I'm in heat? And I feel like you, pisonkah, might want to explain that same thing you said to your so-called stepsister. I think it's pretty clear that pisonkah and Lou_KKI have some sort of secret stepbrother and sister type of relationship that is mostly being dragged by pisonkah, basically saying that you, pisonkah, are related and a sibling to Lou_KKI or a friend, and that you are sexually attracted to her and making weird content and comments to and with her. And the funny thing about this is that you know what you're doing and you are actively making it worse, that even her account is banned and you know that half or at least a third of your followers are minors. Which I'm not taking sides for any one of y'all, although it seems like it. But I'm actually stating what you guys are making together and doing is basically wrong. You guys know that at least some of your fans that are minors, and you guys are very popular, but just because you're popular and you have popular people power doesn't mean you should tell lies to your fans. I mean, I would be embarrassed to find out after all those lies you told us was true when someone said you did something bad. And especially Lou_KKI, because you, Luki, has a YouTube account, and half of that platform is basically children or teenagers watching and admiring you for your art style, but when you try to feed them lies, that's just different. Because most of those teenagers have TikTok and know that you're lying, especially when you support and draw N4Z1 sign and expect us to forget. I'm not trying to be rude when I say this, but you're turning into memes and jokes, basically a whole laughingstock because of what you did, and now you're being made fun of because of the way you do your faces on your IRL self. Not only that, but content creators that show or draw their faces feel uncomfortable or make videos of how they feel when they draw their own faces on their real life faces and body. But if I was in her shoes, I would have turned off the comments, but she can't anymore, so she probably has something coming to her. Or probably to us. Which I wouldn't be surprised if she made a third ACT and made herself a whole new person, because I hope she knows that sometimes people can recognize art, especially hers, when she changes it. And I might be able to recognize it if she even has the guts to do it. But we really don't know what's going to happen until we hear more about it. I don't think I actually would be able to, but if she does, I wouldn't bring up her past like most TikTok fighting behavior, because it would be said, or someone would quote, "You're just dragging it," or just the word dragged, which is a very common word that is used when someone is done fighting you and you dragged it and now you're getting backlash. And I hope you guys remembered that one screenshot in that video we saw earlier, because I found more evidence that Luki and pisonkah are basically siblings. Pisonkah supports a problematic religion made up by Meowba, and basically is a fan of that problematic sibling game and is related to Luki. His reposts will probably and always consist of Meowba, Luki, and the weird sibling game quoting us, or me and Luki, or something similar to those responses in the reposts. Luki, on the other hand, is still and probably posting on her new account and telling her mostly kid audience that everything that they heard about her was wrong or lies, and basically stating that she is a victim in everyone's lies when pisonkah, your own brother, is still in love with you. And now that I think of it, there's a video I found that states what he is doing. And you know, that's actually crazy because I'm sure everyone that was against them both probably didn't know this, or they did know but didn't think of it as much as the video we saw stated. Oh, and if you got this far in the video and still supported them both, I have a genuine question for you. Do you want to still support them in their wrongdoings or not support them now because of their wrongdoings? I mean, I'm not saying you have to answer, but I mean, if you did support them before the drama happened, let me know your answers in the comments so I know. But back to the actual drama. And well, technically, me explaining for those who were confused. So Loki and Pisonkah are basically around the same age, right? Well, they both have something in common with each other, and that's the way that they both feel about each other, because you have Loki over here trying to defend herself, and Pisonkah over here not even defending himself, but making her life even worse. Again, I'm not taking sides, but also you have to think of it mostly because we are also hating and actually getting to the point where people are sending straight up death threats to these two people. And I'm not making this video just for y'all to hate, but I'm actively trying to tell you guys not to support them for their actions. Definitely don't support pisonkah because he is actively sexualizing children with adults and thinking it's okay without such warning. It's like saying you don't care about someone's safety or their health, yet you support shipping a minor with an adult. It's also saying that you are a weirdo making weird content for likes, fame, and clout, knowing what you're doing is wrong, yet you still continue, and when people call you out in the comments, you decide to ignore it and respond at the end with a laughing emoji. Mind you, this was last year, and yet he still continued to make this same content and respond basically with the same way or delete someone's comment. I hope he knows that basically half of these videos he will see online will be about him and his sexual content and comments he made and said to and with Luki. But guys, this is all I wanted to talk about. I will be posting more videos soon. I just have to edit and record more often, which I had to take a break recently, basically a couple of months back because of school, but I'll try to post more often during the summer. I will see you guys soon, and until the next video, bye my lovelies.